It's funny because my mom thinks that, so dogs and other animals, but we're talking about angels, so dogs, um, go into a meditative state like naturally. Um, and so, of course, you're gonna breathe differently, when you're meditating and whatnot, and especially when you're in like alpha or theta, your brain waves are different. So, your breathing is gonna be different, but it's super powerful. And so, I wanted to ask her what, you know, if anything was going on because my mom is concerned about it, other than the itchy skin. And it's funny because when she just was in the meditative state, she was clearing her aura and her auric field. And her tongue, I mean, it looked like she wasn't going to have a seizure, but I can understand how my mom would be afraid of that, and so I automatically think that that is the case. And that's why I want to share this video because um it's actually healthy. She's not doing anything unnatural. She's actually reverting back to a more productive way to release mental and emotional energy that was stored up, um, you know, and produce something in the physical body, like epilepsy or seizures, or having to hold on to it until, she can get it out in some unnatural or unproductive way. And so it has nothing to do necessarily with the food or anything. It's just that my mom, is gone the majority of the day. And she's not really in a meditative state like that naturally, so, or she doesn't recognize it to be. So, of course, then what we don't know, we fear. So then the one thing we know, um, well, I don't know, I get blamed for it a lot, and so I feel that whether that's the case or not, it's not about blaming, but I'm glad that, I was able to see real time proof that she is using these natural techniques that, dogs, like animals, the nature kingdom, everybody that is undomesticated already knows, like a lion, is able to rid themselves of energy by roaring and by, when their skin shakes. It's like a vibration that they're able to release, energy that needs to get out in that simple action. And so they're doing much more than sleeping or meaningless things, that humans don't always understand. But it's contributing to the whole, because the entire universe takes energy from the same storehouse and circulates it and regenerates it. And so, therefore, no matter if you are in the tundra or, in a rainforest somewhere, or if you're here in Minnesota with us, or, wherever, all life supports life and contributes. When you take a breath, you receive one and are giving one at the same time. That's why you inhale and exhale, but it's also like moving things inside of you to make space for things to grow outside of you. And she might not always be able to take herself outside, but she can make the space energetically, to no longer have these epileptic seizures that are, a result of a culmination of different things, but they were not, they were exactly what they needed to be in order to have this moment right here. So we're grateful. But all you have to do is ask. It's not just me who has this gift, but anytime you're afraid of something or you're wondering why your dog is doing something, you can ask. At the very core, they're going to tell you they're not going to want to do something that's going to hurt them or you. There's a reason for everything, and these guys are super sensitive to energy as well. So, like, the dominant force of energy before was outside energy because nobody was really here with her when she was a puppy. And so, because she's blind, she couldn't tell if things were inside or outside when she used echolocation to try to identify these things or, experiences. So it took a while to like reverse engineer this entire system. And so now I feel like, I know this myself as well as her, like the back of my palm, outside, energy. And without this experience, I would never even cared enough to dive deeper into these things. And it's a great feeling, It overpowers the fear of the seizures and, everything that caused these things and the rifts in the family, all these, minor things compared to like these beautiful moments right here where we're calm girls again, calm, cool, and collected. I remember when we used to have to give her a lot of different things, to calm her nerves and all these things or whatever. And now it's my mom who's taking the, um, medicinal marijuana drinks and whatnot. So, which is nothing wrong with that, trust me. But never say never, because there are things out here that will help, that are natural and that are make things easier